All right, 8th grade math. This is lesson 23, constructing graphs. All right, 8th grade. This is lesson 23, constructing graphs based on data. We have a reminder over here. It says a bar graph makes it possible to compare data by comparing the lengths of bars used to represent the numbers. So it says the table below shows the amount of sales of a new can opener over the past few months. Graph the missing data. Use the graph to estimate the amount of sales in May. Now we have our little chart down here that says in January there was $3,600 in sales. And notice right here that is the graph right here. Says in February there was 5,400, and that's that bar graph right there. Now, when it comes to March, it's 7,500. Now, 7,500 is going to be about halfway between 7,000 and 8,000, and I do my bar coming down, and then I shade it in. In April, it says it was 9,500. So it's halfway between 9,000 and 10,000, which is about right there. And then I shade my bar in. So I have completed the graph on top. Now, we're going to go down. Oh, it says since sales increased by about $2,000, a reasonable estimate would be about 11,500 because May was 9,500 plus 2,000 would be 11,500. So that would be a good estimate. Now, when you come down here, it says the circle graph on the next page shows the Wu's family budget. It uses data from the table, and we have a reminder. It says the circle graph has a total of 360 degrees. Circle graph shows what part of the total each item is. So we have to finish off our little chart here. Now, to find the percent of the total, you take the amount, we take the amount, which on the next one is other transportation, is 150. We take it and we divide by the total. Our total was 3,200. When we do that on a calculator, we would take 150 divided by 3,200. We get a decimal. And then you have that decimal and you have to move it 2 places to the right to get the percent. So my percent, I'm going to make this a little bigger, guys. So to get my percent, I would end up with 5%. Now, in order to get my degrees, I take my 5%, or you take the decimal of 0.05, and I multiply it by 360, and I would get 18 degrees. And then if I do the next one of savings, I take 320, I divide by 3,200, I get the decimal of 0.10. And if I change that to a percent, it would become 10%. If I multiply my 10% by 360, I get 36 degrees. If I take my other, which is 480, divided by 3,200, I get a decimal of 0.15. If I change that to a percent, it becomes 15%. And then if I multiply my 15% times 360, I get 54 degrees. So finish filling out that chart before going on to the next page. All right, I was making it a little easier on the front side so you guys wouldn't have to keep switching around. It says find the entry for the other transportation. Divide the amount of money by the total budget, round to the nearest percent. Write the percent on the table. So we said that this would have been 0.0468. If I move my decimal places 2 places, it's right there. If I round that, that becomes 5%. It says the The circle angle column will help you find the size of each of the angles you must draw to show that section of the circle. To find the angle for other transportation, you multiply by 307 the percent you just found. Change the percent to a decimal for multiplying. Round your answer to the nearest degree. So they're showing to do it by this. And then you could do it as 5% on calculator. So you take 360 times 0.05 or 360 times 5, and then make sure you hit the percent key. And when you do that, you get 18. And notice they have the little degree sign. Let me highlight that right here. That's the little degree sign. And it says use a protractor to draw the angle, label the section. Now, I know you guys don't have a protractor at home. So if you do this at home, you got to make a guess. If you do it at school, I can show you how to use a protractor. So we're going to complete the table and circle graph for the Wu family budget. What is the size in degrees of the section shown for savings? Now, I have the chart in front of me. Now, it said that other was 15%, which is about the same size as the car. So if I draw a line here and I label this other, and I say that this is 15%, okay? Now, savings is about 10%, so I got to make it like right here. Whoops, my lines are off. Let me do something here. All right, let's go back. So 15% is like right there. Then I have, let me change colors. We have one that's right here, which is about, this is savings, and it's 10%. Let me change colors again. This here is other, and it's 5%. So make sure you get that filled in on the chart. Now the question says, what is the size in degrees of the section shown by savings? We said that that was, savings is 10%. Okay, and I need to change my answer here in degrees. We said that was 10%. Now it says degrees. Now degrees we said was 36 degrees. All right. Now it says on what item does the family spend 15% of its money? So you'll need to look at the graph that we just did, find something that says 15%, whatever section it is, you write that on the line. Now, when you come down here, it says complete the bar graph using the data below. Use the graph to predict how many listeners radio station WPOP will have in December. So you need to finish doing the graph according to the information here. You use that information to finish this part of the graph off using a bar graph. Now, then it says estimate the number of listeners in December. So you have to give me an estimate. And I want it to be somewhere close. Okay, I'm not going to be real picky on it, but you have to give me something close. So you're going to finish question number 3. You're going to finish the graph. You're going to do question number 4. The last thing that you need to do is it says write a paragraph, and I have marked out and said at least 2 sentences explaining how you would decide whether to make a bar graph or a circle graph for each set of data. What kinds of subjects are suitable for each kind of graph? Now, get something written, give me your reasons. You're going to get credit for doing this. Now, don't forget, you need to get this all finished. Don't forget to submit to me through Canvas when done. Good luck and have fun.